Buzzing kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Boise State Broncos offense will get the first swing of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football. And they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do. And they don't care if you know it. You can't do.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here we go. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cano. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. And he's in for the score.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
How you have What's that?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, Broncos. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. To the air, it's Kitchings. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Showing the arm strength to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. On the ground, it's Boone. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Cano. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Broncos. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's Kitchings. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
A lot of defenders around on that screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Boise State ready to send out that offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll give it to the back. Nice move to keep running. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a gap. It's Boone. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. The Broncos will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
To the air on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force force the incompletion.
Well, you see the offense trying to hook up on that in route, but the receiver just not able to create enough separation to complete that throw.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Kitchings. The sweet feet buy a little time. He breaks a tackle. Oh, he just held it poorly.
Slide, boo, slide. What are you doing?
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the single back. Jukes his way for more. Inside the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got his man across the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Broncos are on the move. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Now they'll run the draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You've thrown in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Gives it on the option. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get line.
Breaks into the open. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. Quick strike through the air for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Carter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Kitchings. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. Attack. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this is blowout. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time.
And the returner will be brought down. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go.
There he goes. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes, yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Kitchings. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
You gotta be
Couldn't
kidding
find
me.
a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. A completion good for the percentage, not good enough for the running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Broncos. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Banks. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Trying to set up the screen. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
Spits it out to the back. Another incompletion on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able...
Turning it on! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Across the 25. And he'll finish the run in the end zone.
Suck it, defense.
You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down.
Dude, get off of him. Why are you all running into each other?
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. They just keep firing. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. And that incomplete.
Why are you throwing it so high? What is wrong?
1st down, 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
2nd down, they'll go to the air.
What is with you guys? What?
And those those are frustrating. Like,
How
those
much more
drives
does he
really
need?
annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Thought
Can't
he
even get
had
that.
it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran
This is
away
crazy.
from the crowd into the end zone.
This is a computer.
Touchdown Broncos. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. That's reeled in. It's Bryant. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Bryant.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been
Why is he
so
throwing
tight.
so
If you're not throwing
freaking
the
high in the air?
sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Puts it out of the air. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drive or anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Back to the ground game on the left. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll move the tight end from the gun, running back on the move. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It's good, and that one's dead solid perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Bryant.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed.
I can't. Why are you throwing it so high?
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air.
Why are you throwing it so high?
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
And the Broncos will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. And they're able to get him down.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive, Dave?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose. But grab the points,
that is
or
brutal.
you try to put this
That is
nail in the
brutal.
coffin.
That makes no sense.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back. You get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff. Try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with your coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right. Thanks for watching.